Alright guys, Mikey here from Mikey's Iron Rage. And guys, I got another banger of a video for you again today. And oh boy, is this gonna be a good one. Between 2013, Dennis Big Bad Wolf versus 1998 Mr. Olympia winner, Ronnie King Coleman, in the ultimate Mr. Olympia comparison. Because we got arguably the best Dennis Wolf to ever step foot on a bodybuilding stage in 2013, versus Ronnie Coleman at the 1998 Mr. Olympia. And some may say 1998 was the best year for the King Ronnie Coleman. But I like the 1999 version just a little bit better, in my opinion anyway. But regardless, these were two unbelievable years for both guys. So with that being said, let's see who was really better. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say 1998 Ronnie Coleman was better, but in my opinion, Dennis looked just as good as, well, not just as good, but almost just as good as 98 Ronnie Coleman. So this should be a really close comparison video to say the least. So guys, let's just jump right into this one. So without any further ado, let's get it on. And we got the first pose of the night, the front relaxed. And I'm going to go with Dennis Wolf on this one. Look at how much longer Dennis's torso is compared to Ronnie Coleman's torso. It's fucking mind-blowing how you could have two different physiques and one physique look totally different than the other. That's just genetics right there. And I tell you, the long torso does not look too bad in the front relaxed pose with those wide lats and those fucking crazy quads that flare out on the sides. I love Dennis Wolf's quads. I mean, Ronnie looks okay, but he looks a little sloppy in my opinion in this pose. So Dennis Wolf is going to get the first point for the front relaxed. Off to the next pose. And we got the crab most muscular. And Dennis looks really, really good. He looks nice and dry. His chest is nice and big. He's got striations to the arms, shoulders. The traps look great. The midsection looks great. But then you look to the left, and Ronnie Coleman's even bigger, wider, a little drier. He just looks a little bit better. Ronnie's got more paper-thin skin than Dennis Wolf does. So all in all, Big King Ronnie Coleman's going to get the point. All right, guys, now we got the front lat spread. And I'm going to go with Ronnie Coleman because Ronnie Coleman is a little bit wider. His lats might be a little bit thicker than Dennis's lats. His midsection might not be as tight as Dennis's midsection. And his quads don't look nearly as good as Dennis's quads. But I am going to go with Ronnie Coleman because I think Ronnie Coleman looks a little bit better in that pose. And the silhouette looks a little bit better in my opinion. All right, guys, off to the next pose. And we got the ab and thigh. And Ronnie Coleman really doesn't look too bad in this pose. Look at the serratus and the obliques. I mean, not too bad at all. We all know Ronnie Coleman always had a shitty ab and thigh pose. And I love how he tilts his body to the left and the right, trying to make himself look somewhat aesthetic. It's so funny. He never hits the ab shot straight on. And Dennis Wolf, he has a washboard stomach, and his abs are way more deeply cut. So Dennis Wolf is going to grab the point there. All right, guys, now we got the side tricep, and we got double the pancakes for breakfast today, guys. I mean, Ronnie Coleman's tricep is definitely better than Dennis Wolf's tricep. I mean, Dennis Wolf's tricep isn't even there. It just totally disappeared. I say it all the time. He doesn't even have a cut to the tricep. Dennis Wolf might win the worst side tricep poses in bodybuilding history. And don't worry, guys, that video is coming. So all in all, Ronnie Coleman's going to get the point. All right, guys, now we got the side chest pose. And Ronnie Coleman totally fucking destroys this fucking side chest pose. Look at how fucking dry he is. And look at how that left pec is just popping. And then his shoulders and arms are super big. Now, Dennis Wolf, he don't look too bad in this pose as well. He's nice and dry. His side chest is popping. But up against Ronnie Coleman, it's no comparison. So Ronnie's going to get the point for the side chest pose. All right, guys, now we got the rear lat spread. And I can't go against Ronnie Coleman in this pose. And guys, Ronnie Coleman in the orange trunks was the night show. He looked a lot drier and better at the night show than he did in prejudging. He definitely looked a lot better and drier at the night show than he did in prejudging for sure. So I'm going to give Ronnie the Coleman the point because Ronnie looks a lot better than shallow-ass fucking Dennis Wolf. Dennis Wolf is so shallow in the rear lat spread. I never liked Dennis Wolf in the rear lat spread, but I digress. All right, guys, now we got the front double bicep. And don't get me wrong, Ronnie looks really good. But like I said, the Blue Trunks is prejudging and he wasn't as dry. He's got peaky biceps, but Dennis Wolf's biceps in 2013 might have been the biggest I've ever seen them. So Dennis Wolf is definitely going to get the point. I mean, those fucking arms are huge. And I think the silhouette even looks a little bit better for Dennis Wolf. His quads look fantastic. So Dennis is going to get the point for the front double bicep for sure. All right, guys, now we got the last pose of the night, the rear double bicep. And Dennis looks good. He's got a good rear double bicep. I think it looked even better in 2012 at the Arnold Classic and the Mr. Olympia. But it looks pretty good here. His hams are pretty good. His glutes suck. So Ronnie Coleman's going to take the point. I mean, Ronnie Coleman in the rear double bicep is just untouchable. It doesn't matter what year it is. When Ronnie turns around, it's fucking lights out. No matter if it's a rear lat spread, rear double bicep, Christmas tree pose, it don't matter. Lights out from behind. So Ronnie Coleman's going to get the last point for the rear double bicep, and Ronnie Coleman's going to get the win 6-3, Ronnie Coleman. But Dennis Wolf didn't do that bad in this comparison video. I got to say, Dennis did pretty good. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Mikey's Iron Rage. Peace out, guys.